Hey folks, thanks for joining me once again for yet another episode of SwillinGrog's wonderful world of beer. And yes, the world of beer is truly wonderful, even in these appalling times that we're in my word. They are appalling. Anyway, today we're having a look at a beer that comes all the way from the heart of the fatherland, one of my favorite places in the world. It's from Erdinger. It's their original Helles lager beer, which comes in at 5.1% alcohol by volume. Now, I've never had a lager from Erdinger before, so wow, I was stoked when I saw this available online. So I got a case of it, a case of 12. Given the strength of their wheat beers, which are just superb. So without further ado, let's crack open this 500ml bottle of Erdinger Original Helles Lager Beer and give it a review. Okay, pour it out into this Spiegelau lager glass, the ideal glass to consume a lager in. Wow, well, it's a very active beer, as Jez would say. So as far as the colour goes, it's a light golden colour, slightly hazy, moderately carbonated, over 3 fingers of bright white, fluffy looking head there. Yeah, let's just top that up a little. All right, let's move on to the aroma. Okay, a faint smell of grain, barley malt. Yeah, little bit of citrus. Yeah, it's quite subtle, like really, the aroma, but yeah, this will be my first beer of the day, so I'm quite eager to obviously try this. Yeah, let me just top that up a little bit more. Okay. All right, so without further ado, let's give this one a taste. Cheers to you all. All right, well, up front, a nice hit of subtle sweet malts, a somewhat crisp finish, somewhat dry, no real bitterness to speak of with this one. Yeah, definitely has the taste profile of a Helles. Let's get the remainder out there. Yeah, let's have another go. All right, well, it's got a nice breadiness to it. You know, it goes down smooth. The body somewhere between light and medium, slightly leaning towards medium. And at 5.1% ABV, it's definitely in that ideal ABV range for a lager beer. So yeah, it's certainly, you know, an uncompromising beer. Could be a bit bolder for my liking, but all in all, it's pretty tasty. There's no off flavors about it. Very drinkable. And of course, at 5.1% ABV, you could session this. The price point, of course, is something that lets it down in Australia. It was about $70 just for a case of 12 of these. So, I mean, that really sucks. But, you know, yeah, with the taxation of beer here in Australia, it's hard to avoid, you know, such a situation, unfortunately. But, you know, it is certainly a good quality product and well worth trying. Yeah, so I've quite enjoyed it, but it's perhaps not the best Helles lager I've had, but yeah, it definitely checks all the boxes. So let's have one final gulp and give it a score out of 10. Rightio, well, all in all, it's quite enjoyable. A decent example of its style. Well worth trying. Doesn't exactly blow my mind, but still, it's pretty good. Goes down smooth, hits the spot. Terrific on a hot summer's day, and it is starting to heat up just a bit here in Toowoomba. So it's probably a little bit more enjoyable than it would have been about a month ago. So anyway, in terms of a score out of 10, I'd give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. So there you go, folks. An 8.5 out of 10 for Erdinger Original Helles Lager Beer. All right, well, thanks for joining me once again. I certainly appreciate it. And I'll see you all soon in the next review. But until then, fare thee well, all.